big mistake. Never meant to miss the date. I was caught up with my friends. I forgot that we had plans. Saw the roses on the floor and found the champagne by the door. All my favorite.
Welcome back to my channel of Lifestyle with Shelly. What's up? What's up? Today for Vlogmas Day 14, we're going to be doing a Q&A, and it's going to be about like what men and women desire. So you guys can leave in the comments your answers or what you feel or how you will handle any of these things. I'm going to tell you all my spill, and we just going to get into it, and that's just going to be that. Okay? So let's see. So I'm looking at my little paper too because I had wrote them so I wouldn't forget them. But do girls prefer a man who will fight for them and not just leave, or you prefer a man who will just let you leave, like who just be like, okay, like I mean I don't agree, but okay. So for me, it's this is what I would say in a non-healthy relationship where it's very toxic and it's just like way too much for me to deal with. I would be okay with letting that man walk out of my life because I feel like why because I just feel like it's no point or whatever the case may be, and this is the girls like version of it. But yeah, I would just feel like, hey, go ahead. But if it's a man who I really care about, I would fight for him as well as I want him to fight for me. So in the question of me asking for the man, I would say that I want my man to fight for me. If it is coming to a time where I'm gonna leave, I don't want a consistent, oh, we're back and forth, leaving, not leaving, leaving, not leaving. No, that's unhealthy. But if it comes a time where it's something that I can possibly leave for, I would want the man to fight for me because that would show me that he actually cares about me. It would show me that he's actually interested in me and he actually sees a future with me, but he just messed up. Like, and everything I wouldn't consider a mistake because I feel like that's something you accidentally do. So I feel like it's just you messed up. Like you just messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you should fight for that because from your decision, she's trying to leave. And I feel like same vice versa or whatever. If you don't fight for me in that instance and you just let me leave, like I know that I'm leaving for a great purpose. Like I know that I wasted my time. Like, and I wouldn't say wasted my time because I don't really feel like I wasted my time. Like I feel like it's laid out perfectly. You get what I'm saying? But that's my take. Y'all comment down below. Like, would you like a man who would fight for you or he would leave you, and men vice versa? Like, would you like a woman that would fight for you or leave you? And then I want y'all to answer like each other, like what would you do like in those instances as a man or as a woman or whatever. So then I say, do you care if your significant other parents like you? So on both ends, a male or a female. Like, would you be okay with the parents not liking you? Like, going ahead, dating, marriage. How would that make you feel? So for me, in the dating stage, it kind of bothers me because it's like, dang, like you want to make a good impression on someone's family, so you don't want them to not like you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the parents to not like you or whatever the case may be, and you want to feel like you're welcome into the family kind of thing. But I will say this though, like if I'm not the cause of it and it's just the parent having a problem with me, the parent finding something wrong and stuff like that, it's like, girl, like, or move around, man, or what, whoever you is, dad or mom. It's not to be disrespectful, but it's just that I'm not gonna waste my time trying to make you like me if you're already have it pre-notated in your mind that you don't want to like me for what reason I don't know. When I'm coming in fresh, then I don't have time to sit there and make you like me either. And so, like at that point, you don't gotta like me. Um, and so I want to know, men down below, like, would you want the girl's parents, or you know, who, whatever person is her guardian, like who raised her, whatever, to like you, or would you be okay if they didn't like you? Um, and so for me, like, even on an instance, if my parent didn't like my significant other, like, then that just will be their business. Like, especially if it's no reason for them to not like them, or if they're judging a book by its cover. Because for me, I'm private. You're not gonna know all my business, or anything like that, you know. So you're not gonna know the ins and out of our relationship. So you shouldn't have that much judgment to him. So if you do, that's your own personal problem. And I'm not gonna allow him to be comfortable to disrespect my parents. So if my parents are not liking him, then that's just on them. Like, and that just is, so be it. Okay. And I feel like on the marriage standpoint, like, if I feel like this, and other people may feel differently, but I feel like if you're dating someone, they should be able to put their foot down. And if they know that you respect them, you respect what they got going on, you respect their family, you respect the people connected to them, and you don't overstep no boundaries or nothing like that, but their parents is being disrespectful to you or rude to you, and it's time for y'all marriage, like time for y'all wedding. For me, I feel like if your parents or parent, your mother, or whatever the case may be, may make me feel uncomfortable, or may be rude to me or disrespectful to me, or we don't have any good moments around each other, I wouldn't want her to be invited to my wedding, because that's a day that is supposed to be special for me and special for my man. And I'm not going to feel that way completely if and it's supposed to be fun and nice, but having to dealing with a negative, nasty Nancy when you had control over your guest list is crazy to me on your wedding day. Like, this is a day that actually I'm supposed to feel like it's about this union, not about anybody on the outside. So for me, I feel like if that happens, then your mom or parent, whatever, shouldn't be able to come to the wedding, like, because you shouldn't be able to ruin it. And I feel like the man should be 10 toes behind that decision, because if you're looking to marry me and we're supposed to create this union, if you allow it to be broken up from someone on the outside, then I'm scared, because you're supposed to put your family you create first. So when you get married, I'm supposed to come first before all of that. And so if you will put everybody else first, or your parents first, even when they're in the wrong, I don't trust to even marry you. So for me, I need you to respect my choice. Just as if it was on the other foot and it was my parents, I will respect your choice. And do you think it's more intimate to have a wedding reception, or you think it's more intimate to elope, or basically, or go to the courthouse and do it personal with each other? For me, I feel that it's not more intimate to me to go to the courtroom. It may be more intimate to elope and, like, go somewhere beautiful and someone that y'all dreamed of, and get married, and it be cute, and you drunk, and it's something that y'all desire to do. But for me, what would be more intimate to me is a wedding reception, not because the actual wedding reception is something that is intimate. It's because that I feel like it makes me feel good to know that the person I love, or the people that I love the person that I love. And so the ones that I know really love me will love what's attached to me, and in a way of familyhood. So I would want to feel that, you know what I'm saying? I know everyone's not genuine, but the people I know is completely genuine and I would want them to be connected to my husband because that's someone I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, or you know. And so if that's the person I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, I feel like I would want my family to have some connection to him as far as like getting to know him so they could love the person he is just like I do, you know, but not in the same sense, but you know, like they think that's a great choice for me. And I think it's intimate when you're on the floor and it's just you two. It can be very intimate, but I like the feel of having like you bring the people into your world for a little bit, and I like that because I like the connection that it can bring. So for me, I would prefer a wedding reception. Y'all let me know if y'all would rather go to the courthouse, elope, or have a wedding reception, and why. And then, oh yeah, going back to the, because I forgot to say this part, going back to the part where we were talking about the parents liking you or not liking you, is that a deal breaker? So once you're in a place where y'all really good, is it a deal breaker if their parents don't like you? Like, are you like, yeah, I can't do this, or I could stick around? Like, what is it? Is it a deal breaker for me? Definitely not a deal breaker. As long as they are not so close to their parent that they're agreeing with everything the parents say that's against me. Now, because I've dealt with a relationship like that where they started to kind of like believe the parent and with crazy allegations like and they started to believe the parent and they kind of started treating me accordingly to what the parent was saying. Now that's something, it would depend on how close they are, and it would depend on like if the nature of them, now I can look for the nature of the person more. It would be like if the nature of them would kind of side with their parent or the side with the truth. So yeah, that's my little take on that. And then the last one I have is, would you guys rather a street dude or would you rather a street dude or a guy that's in the books, like who's in his books, who on top of his business, like who just like the grown and sexy look, you know, like like one of those dudes, not nowhere close to the streets, you know what I'm saying? For me, I want my cake and eat it too. But now I want the best of both worlds. No cap, like I don't know, like for me it's but I would say more so for me, instead of street, I wouldn't want a street because street dude, most of the time you're still in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have left the streets and, you know, I could deal with that part. But if you're in the streets heavily, for me, it's uncomfortable because it's hard for me to sleep at night thinking about stuff like that. Like, too many things will start running through my head. And even though I know I'm covered and I bless the things that I'm connected to, my blessings and my prayer over them has an expiration. And if they're not doing the same for themselves, then no telling like how it's gonna happen, and what they're doing, you know, can control their consequences could be based on what they're doing. So that's something that would be scary for me. So I wouldn't want a guy in the streets like actively now. A guy that used to be in the streets, yes, I can deal with that. Like as long as he doesn't have too many baggage that comes with him, because some of them like can't really escape the streets. Like, and I don't think like I could do that. But what I can say is I could do a hood dude that is like in the books too, like this kind of transform. And for me, I feel like, and this is just like I guess I grew up around certain things, so this is kind of why I have that a little in me. I can date a dude that's just in the books too. Like I feel like I'm well versed. Like I can do a little bit of everything. But yeah, now I feel like I can date a dude that's in the books solely, like grown and sexy, like never been a part of the streets, never been touched it, as long as I feel like he's a protector. As long as I feel like he holds some weight, and as long as I feel like he can really like he has that dominancy in him and I don't feel stronger than him, or I don't feel like I dominate him. But like hood, like I think the reason why I like that plus, you know what I'm saying, like the reason why I like the hood plus the street is because I feel like with hood dudes, I feel more secure. Like I feel like they can protect me. I feel like they got my back and like things that I'd be like, yeah, tell them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if they're protecting me, like I don't be in no mess and I don't start nothing with nobody. But if it comes my way, you know, because life happens, people are crazy and people just start problems out of nowhere for nothing. So if it ever comes our way, I would want to know I'm protected. Like I would know, hey, even if he loses, at least he went. Well, I don't know if I could do a stay with no nigga who lost. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I can stay with a dude who lost the fight. So I don't know if that part's true that much, but it depends on how bad he lost. Cause if he like, if he gotta do something like I don't know about that. Like he can't get dragged. Sorry, he just can't. I can't do it. Can't watch it. I'm gonna try to find it too, but it ain't. I just can't. I can't watch that. Like that'll be too much for me. I don't think so anymore. But nah. Yeah, I would want that because I feel like he can protect me. I feel like he can have my back when I need it. Like I feel like we covered. Like I got your front, you got my back. Like you know, kind of thing. Like I just feel like we secure and we good. And then like I would want him to be in books because knowledge is in books. Like a lot of things is in books. Like head the Bible knowledge. Like of course you want the wisdom, the revelation, and you know the knowledge or whatever. But you want really the wisdom, the understanding, and then that'll bring knowledge to you in from the Bible. So I feel like um with like reading, I feel like it's like that too. Like the more wisdom you have, the more you'll understand what they're saying in the book. And then the more you understand what they're saying in the book, you get knowledge based off that. So your actions are showed off of what you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would want them to have that because I feel like the secrets to being rich is in books, like especially the Bible. Like, so I feel like and not even just rich, wealthy, like, and happy and understanding and not answering stuff the same way you would and not feeling stuff the same way you would and really like living a beautiful abundant life is in books to me. Like the answers to certain things and the secrets to wealth is in books to me. So I would want you to be very well versed in like that and getting me even better with that. And so them together combined, great match for me. But if you don't have the hood, I'm okay with the books as long as you are a protector and as long as I feel the dominancy, like the masculinity in you. It has to be, he gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta feel like, yeah, cause my man, like Regina Navy saying, but that's really just that I'm at. Like, you really have to be able to be more dominant than me, and I should probably be a little more feminine, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, you have to be that because like we just really gotta be vibing for real. Like I don't know. But y'all answer below and let me know which one would you like, which one would you not like, why. Tell me why. Let's get deep. Let's get into some business here. But not definitely you guys, I had a wonderful time with you guys, talking, you know, getting what I was talking about off my chest, y'all. For real, like these was topics that I was already talking about, like for real before this video. So I said, why not make the video? Like, okay, but as y'all can see, I'm comfy, kicked back, laid back in my house, having a like, you know, comfy day. Like Mother Nature's kicking my butt, so why not? But yeah, so this all will wrap this up, you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys who watch my channel, who like, who comment, subscribe. So don't forget to do any of that and make sure you press that bell notification so you'll get all the notifications that come from my channel. Thanks for tuning in to Lifestyle with Shelly. I love y'all.